So till now we have studied about efficiency, oil efficiency, voltage regulation, losses, and all that. So now all these things comes from something which is called a testing. Testing of transformer is done to know the efficiency, know the voltage regulations, know the losses, either being the iron losses or the copper losses. So first of all, we will be discussing about the some tests which are first. It will be open circuit test. First would be the open circuit test. Second would be the short circuit test. Third would be the Supler's back-to-back test. And fourth would be the polarity test. Basically, two tests are performed on transformers. One is open circuit test and another is short circuit test. These tests are actually performed on transformer to determine the first of all R0 and X0, which are the shunt branch parameters. Second thing is R1 and X1, which are the equivalent resistance and reactances from primary side or the secondary side, whatever. Here we are taking its primary side. Third thing, these are basically called as the parameters. Third thing which I am saying is the voltage regulation. And the fourth thing is the efficiency of the transformer. These things are recorded by both the tests which are called open circuit as well as short circuit test. R0 and X0 are found by open circuit test. R1 and X1 are found by short circuit test. Voltage regulation and efficiency can be found by either of the tests. We'll see. We'll start with open circuit test. This test is also known as no load test. It is called no load test because of the reason that its secondary, which is a high voltage side, is left open and the primary is connected to some of the equipments called wattmeter, ammeter and voltmeter in some fashion. We'll see the diagram of those. An auto transformer is there from which a voltmeter is connected. From the same one wattmeter is also connected in this fashion, and from this one ammeter is connected and the transformer is this one. This is my low voltage side. Then comes the ratio, then my high voltage side, which is left open right now. And you will see that nothing is connected in the high voltage side. So voltmeter is there, ammeter is there, and wattmeter W1 is there, which will be recording the total power consumed. Now, as soon as this auto transformer is connected to the supply, our rated voltage is given, and this rated voltage of this transformer is recorded by this voltmeter. Now, since the secondary is open circuit right now, then there is a very low primary voltage required here and a very low current I will be circulating, that is the 2 to 6% of the total rated current will be flowing here. This W1 will continue to record the wattmeter reading, which is iron losses and your copper losses, Pi plus Pc. Since the current here is only 2 to 6% of the total current which was supposed to be there when the high voltage side is loaded, but since here the current is very low, so the copper loss will be totally negligible and my wattmeter W1 will continue to read the core losses only. Now, since W1 reads core losses only, so this test gives two more things apart from R0 and X0, which we have seen or which we will be seeing right now. R0 and X0. First thing, we will be getting R0 and X0 in open circuit test. Second thing, we will be getting core losses only, neglecting the copper losses, because of the reason that since current here is very low, rated voltage is fine, no doubt, so I will be getting core losses. But since the current is very low, 2 to 6% of the full load current, so we will neglect the copper losses and we will continue with the core losses only. This is the second thing which I will be getting here. Third thing, since the current is very low, so that is called as no load current. Or which is also called as the exciting current. Which I will be denoting it by I0, which I have and we have actually seen previously also. Now, since I said that W0, your W1 is reading your total losses, which is equals to V1 into I0 into cos phi 0. So from this I will be getting I0 is equals to W1 upon V1 cos phi, or I can say another thing which I can say is that I'll be having I0 is equals to W1 upon Vi E cos phi, or this could be written as cos phi is equals to W1 upon V1 into I0. I can have this thing also, where my W1 is the wattmeter reading, V1 is the rated voltage, I0 is the exciting current. But we also know one thing, that I0 is equals to IC cos phi. We have seen this thing, and IC is equals to I0 cos phi, and I phi is equals to I0 sin phi. We know this thing. So from this thing I can get directly that IC core loss current, which is equals to W1 upon V1, which I will be getting first thing. So I will be getting core loss resistance as V1 upon IC, which is equals to V1 upon I0 cos phi. In the same fashion, I will be able to get magnetizing component of reactance, magnetizing reactance exactly, which will be V1 upon I5, which is equals to V1 upon I0 sin phi. By these two formula, I will be able to get I can write magnetizing reactance over here. Magnetizing reactance is V1 upon I5, which is equals to V1 upon I0 sin phi. So we have seen four things here in open circuit test. That one thing I'll be getting as R0 and X0. This is your X0 shunt branch parameter. Previously R0 was there. That is also a shunt branch parameter. So I'll be getting both the shunt branch parameters. First thing. Second thing, I'll be getting core loss component, core losses by W1 wattmeter reading, and thirdly, I will be getting I0, which is called the magnetizing current. These four things are found in open circuit test.